I'm quite lucky in the sense that I have the stereotyped Tourette's syndrome that has coprolalia. Um, Coprolalia, incidentally, is the involuntary shouting of swear words, obscenities, um, and so therefore, to a lot of people, I'm a walking stereotype, and they see lady swearing. Ah, she's got Tourette's syndrome. Unlike a lot of other people, the other 80% or so that don't have coprolalia are just probably seen as a bit odd. I was diagnosed when I was 29. It's quite average for adults with Tourette's syndrome to be diagnosed as an adult, even though the tics first came about during childhood, which mine did. I was 11 when my tics came on quite suddenly. It was quite hard at times, as I didn't have an answer to questions, both questions from myself, as in why did I do what I was doing, and questions from others as well. Like I was constantly asked by classmates, why do you do that? Can you stop doing that? Why do you do that? And I just wasn't able to stop, and I didn't have an answer to their questions. I hadn't a clue. So if I knew I had Tourette's syndrome, I think on that from that perspective it would have helped quite a bit, being able to have that answer. It's a grim state of affairs at the moment, considering the current PM had a disabled son. You would think, some people would think that perhaps he would have been beneficial and sympathetic towards disabled people, but we seem to be bearing the brunt of the cuts. Also, as well, the bedroom tax, or some would say the empty bedroom levy, or whatever the proper name for it is a lot of disabled people are bearing the brunt of that when they need the extra space for sleeping or equipment, or care workers who stay overnight. The list goes on. The list goes on. I could rant about it all day. It's really demeaning, even though I have been assessed as not fit for work. I feel as though I'm a lesser being, as a second class citizen, and that I have been written off and I'm no good to society, and that I should just pull my socks up and be working, when one, that isn't physically possible at the moment, but I'd love to be back in the workplace as soon as, really. I have found it nigh on impossible to try and get a job when many application forms have that box saying, do you have disability? And my dilemma has been, do I say yes, I have Tourette's syndrome, or do I just leave it blank? If I just turned up at the interview and fuck off bitch subjected them to my tics, I would probably not get the job, as I lied on my application form. However, I do feel my application forms are just binned, which is a great shame, because I feel I do have skills and personal attributes which would be very helpful to many employers. actually have echolalia as well, which is copying phrases or sounds that other people make. So if I just happen to meet somebody who's got an interesting accent, or hear somebody on television with an interesting voice or accent, I copy them straight away. So don't be offended if I meet you and I copy you.